Good, it automatically shut off my podcast. All right, another short one tonight. I didn't pre-think of anything to say, because what is there to say? Not much. Another hot day, and I did without air conditioning today again. Very proud of that, even though it caused me really to do nothing, because you just feel like you don't really feel like doing anything when it's a bazillion degrees outside. But it actually wasn't as hot as it was yesterday, so I'm just looking outside because I heard some activity. I do hear somebody. I mean, the streets are really empty. Wow. I wish somebody walking their dog. Really nothing happening. Wow. This has been the craziest shit. I mean, to be honest, it's nothing compared to what it was last year when they did the initial lockdown. Man, that was, if you ever went outside while the thing was going on, it was spooky, deserted streets, nobody anywhere. It was crazy. But anyway, I talked to a lot of people today, and that was my goal today, and I did it. I contacted a lot of people. Oops, that's my omelet, which I think is burning. Goodness, I'm breathing that nice clean air. It's causing me to choke to death. Anyway, I talked to a lot of people. In China because of the thing where, the teaching is illegal now, and apparently they're getting around it. There's always some way around it. Usually, it's a weird law that they enacted. But they don't have to get my approval, I guess. Do whatever they want. But my friend that teaches there, she says it's not going to affect her. She said they should still be able to get visas, which is pretty impressive. But I mean, the rule was that they couldn't be for profit, so they probably found some way to cook the books and make it look like they're a non-profit or something. Who knows? I don't know. But she said it wouldn't affect her. On the other hand, China's going back into a light lockdown. So that's news. Or it has already gone back in weeks ago. Last time I talked to Tao Tao, before today, he had gotten a new job and he was, happy, finally getting out of the house. And it was at a club, he was a bar owner, so he got a job at a club. He was a sales manager, whatever that means. Sells booze, I guess. Yeah, so that fell through. Clubs, the first thing they shut. Clubs, bars, KTVs, those all shut down. Restaurants are still open, though. Restaurants, coffee shops, they're fine. To be fair, they don't pack as many people into a restaurant as they do into a club, so. But I also looked at, the data. I can't remember. Something like 79 cases a day is what they're averaging in all of Hunan province, which is, Changsha alone. I mean, Shenzhou is 5 million people. Changsha is just like 7 million, something like that. And then there's Shenzhou is a small city. There's plenty of other big cities. So anyway, there's millions and millions of people, and they've got 79 cases, and they're shutting stuff down. And so he lost his job. And I found a number on Hanoi, except it's not a daily number because they only do that at the province or national level. For Vietnam, they only do the national numbers. So that's all I can find. But for Hanoi, it says we've had 1,700 cases since May. So that's 1,700 total. But that doesn't say where we're at now or if it's increasing or decreasing. Who knows? They've started checking people coming onto the island. meaning that, like, if you don't live on the island, they're like, you can't come on here. There's no grocery store here, and there's no convenience store now. And the only convenience store which people are allowed to go to is right at the corner. And I don't know if he stops people going in there, but if you don't live on the island, there's no reason to. Oh, it's just asking me if I did this. No. So if you don't live on the island, there's no reason to come to that store because there's a Circle K not 5 minutes walk from where I'm at, and so it's probably 3 minutes from the from that store. So anybody else living not on the island is going to go to the Circle K. It's actually the Circle K is right next to a Venmart as well, which is the local convenience store, or the Vietnamese convenience store chain, which kind of is like half convenience store, half grocery store, because they've always got fresh vegetables, but I don't think they have enough that you could actually make a meal out of it. So it's kind of weird that they have them. But anyway, I guess if they got a few, that's good. I guess that's it. Yeah. So things were going pretty good in China, it seemed like, and the light lockdown is not really affecting many people. Of course, it affects Tao Tao because he works in that industry. So I don't know what to say about that. I sent him a message and I was like, oh, that's not good. He was just getting back, I think mentally, emotionally recovering from losing his bar, which is pretty depressing, I imagine. Although I kept trying to remind him, this is an unusual thing. It's not like you have to account for this all the time. You can get back to where you were before, but he worked for years on that bar, so of course he's going to be depressed about it. That's perfectly normal. I was glad to see him out and got a job, and then then they shut down again. But I've got my fingers crossed. Nationally here, I think I said this yesterday, but the COVID new cases numbers have plateaued, so they're not going up for now. So that's good. So the lockdown is working. But if Hanoi follows Ho Chi Minh City in any way, shape, or form, it'll still be another 2 weeks because they got to wait that long to make sure, to keep, because people who have it now, it hasn't shown up yet. So they have to wait 2 weeks and get 2 weeks of no new cases. They're getting plenty of new cases right now, but even if we have no new cases right now, it'll be another 2 weeks. But I don't know. We've been playing this game since May, so whatever they have to do to put an end to it, I'm all for. I hope they are able to stop it. Anyway, that was longer than I meant to talk, and my helmet's getting cold, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.